Hello, good morning and welcome to a very special announcement from Atlas Copco Compressors. It's just after 10 o'clock Eastern and we're about to tell you where we are. But before we do, let's have a look round and maybe some of you can guess. So, just before we reveal where we actually are, let me introduce the two gentlemen to my right. So, Robert Eshelman, President General Manager of Atlas Copco Compressors. Welcome, Robert.
Thank you, Paul. Good morning.
Morning. And Todd English. Now, Todd, I'm not going to say your company just yet because we're keeping a little bit of a secret, but Todd, welcome too. So, Robert, first question. How does it feel to be flanked by two Englishmen today?
It's a little bit intimidating, but we'll try to enunciate it in a good way.
Good. So, Robert, let's tell the audience. I think some have guessed from the B-roll. So, where are we today and what are we here to announce?
So today we're very proud to be at Roush Yates Engines, and we have just become their official compressed air sponsor. So they've built a nice, beautiful new shop, and we supplied the compressed air for the shop. So we're really glad to start this partnership.
Absolutely. So, Todd, thanks very much for having us today. You're heading up the VP of Business Development here at Roush Yates Engines. So, just tell us a little bit more about why the need for the new air. You've had some expansions, multiple facilities. Where we are today is just one of the facilities you have in the area, I believe.
Yeah, absolutely. So we actually have 3 facilities here in Mooresville, North Carolina. We have 2 engine facilities. Then we're in the process of expanding into an 88,000 square foot advanced manufacturing facility, really for CNC equipment itself.
So Todd, direct question, but so relevant for us. I mean, tell us why Atlas Copco was the good partner for you when it comes to your compressed air.
Yeah, when looking at our expansion plans for advanced manufacturing, we wanted to find the right partner for compressed air. For us, we wanted to find a particular supplier that really was able to identify and meet our particular needs and requirements, but we obviously wanted to leverage the experience of Atlas Copco and also look at various ways that innovation has changed the compressed air business. And at the end of the day, after reviewing our particular air audit with Atlas Copco, we knew that we found the right partner, the right provider, the right compressor, but also, most importantly, the right people to align our winning organization with.
I appreciate that, Todd. And then Robert, I mean, it's a real partnership. In other words, Todd mentioned there that we've done an audit. We'd be very lucky to be involved with a few companies within the local area in this kind of sport. So let's say real partnerships are essential to us. I mean, we've given some products that can really help with the manufacturing, and you know, there's a clear payback for the investment for both parties.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, compressed air is a critical utility for the automotive industry, so we're very excited now to partner with Roush Yates Engines. And you know, without compressed air in this great new facility with the CNC machines and all the other sophisticated tooling that's there, they can't operate. So it's great that we were able to you know, really come in at the beginning and design just the right system that they need in terms of efficiency and reliability. So we're really excited to kick off this partnership. I think it's going to be win-win.
So Todd, turning back to you, I mean, within Roush Yates Engines, it's a very holistic kind of engine provider to many kind of industries, facets, race shops. Tell us a little bit more about the areas where you operate.
Yeah, at Roush Yates Engines, we actually design, develop, and actually build over 1,000 high-performance racing engines for over 36 customers in 6 touring series throughout the particular 6 countries and 3 continents. So it's very exciting for us to continue to optimize these engine packages and obviously machine as many components as we can to be able to get to the racetrack that much faster.
Yeah, and you know, you give me a tour a little bit earlier, a true machine shop here, a lot of genuine manufacturing too, and a ton of innovation. I mean, super exciting what you guys are doing back here. We couldn't see most of it. It was so exciting, let's say, that you're keeping it under wraps. But I mean, innovation is at the core of what you do, I think, at Roush Yates Engines. The same it is for Atlas Copco.
Yeah, great question. And we obviously have over 200 employees here at Roush Yates Engines, and we're constantly modifying, changing the particular limits of these particular engines. And again, CNC manufacturing is so important for us to be able to react and compete at the highest level of motorsports. We currently have over 40 pieces of CNC equipment, and compressed air is so critical for our particular effectiveness and also efficiency of these particular machines.
Yeah, and Robert, just turning back to you, I mean, of course we've got an audience from all across the US here and indeed the world, but we're in North Carolina. We're, what, 40, 50 miles, I think, from our office in South Carolina. We're in the north, and being a native too, you know, let's say that the Carolinas is really our home. So solid partnerships with innovative companies like Roush Yates in this area is so important to us.
Yeah, it is. It's very exciting. I mean, this has been our home for a long time. It's also been very important for the compressed air industry, because if we go back, you know, many years, textiles, furniture, the traditional industries that have been in the two-state area, but then now we have motor racing is a very big industry, especially here in the Charlotte area. So it's great for us to continue to partner, and also it's a very, very exciting sport for us. And you know, I hear some similarities, because we're very focused on R&D, efficiency. You know, we do a lot of machining and optimizing of all our components. So you know, I'm really okay, I don't think compressed air is quite as exciting as auto racing, but you know, I do hear a lot of similarities between our two companies.
Correct.
So Todd, is compressed air as exciting as the auto industry?
Well, absolutely. If you look at the compressors today and how they've evolved over the years, it's much like our engine business. So again, engines many years ago didn't have nearly as much power. They were loud and exciting, and even today when you look at air compressors and compressed air, how efficient they are and also how quiet they are. I think this, obviously both industries have changed a dramatic amount.
And I think the quietness was something which really impressed you guys here when you were choosing. Tell us a little bit about that. I was hearing a story earlier, you know, from Doug, where he talked about, can you turn it on? And it was running, correct? Yeah,
and I think the funny today about air compressors, I think the perception is just loud and noisy, and sometimes those units have to be outside. And obviously these new compressors are inside our facility, and we actually went back to that particular area and asked, we were asked to turn that particular piece of equipment on, but it was already running. And again, the equipment itself is that quiet today, it's hard to even tell if they're on or off.
Yeah, and then Robert, switching gears a little bit, I mean, next week has come up on us quick, is the SEMA show, you know, the biggest automotive show, certainly in the US, if not the world. And we're very pleased that we're going to be partnering at the event. We have one of your engines. I didn't describe it as technically as I could have, but one of your cool engine packages is going to be part of it. And Robert, if we talk about our own development, I mean, of course we're quite well known in manufacturing, but when it comes to shop air, automotive equipment, whether it be, you know, spray paint, boothing, general automotive use, our R&D has really been tailored over the last few years to create packages that are perfect for that industry. It's a big focus for us.
Yeah, I think so, because you know, in the automotive industry, there are lots of small shops. So you know, the owner of the shop may not have a dedicated room for the compressor, but with ours, they have small footprint, very low in noise, as we just discussed. So we really can put it right there when have people working around the machine, because the noise level is so low. So that's a big thing that we've really focused on over the years, and also low energy consumption, because compressing air consumes a lot of energy. So we've had a big focus on minimizing the amount of energy consumed per cubic foot compressed.
Yes. It's really a point of use product these days. No need to build a room, build insulation. It's a genuine point of use product.
Yep, it really is.
And then SEMA for you guys, Todd. I mean, you're a big show for you also. You're giving us this really nice engine as well that we appreciate. But you'll have some folks at SEMA too.
Yeah, absolutely. Our team, there'll be 4 or 6 individuals from our particular company, and SEMA has done an outstanding job for many years, especially for the aftermarket of the OEMs, and it's a great place to really learn about new innovations, new products. So we're very excited to be there and be part of the Atlas Copco booth.
Right, and then just one last note, if I could, from you, Todd, because again, we were talking just before we started, and Robert mentioned to it, and compressors can be inefficient. Compressors can consume a lot of energy, and when we did the audit for you, that was something which really stood out. So if I could ask you maybe a message to some of those small body shops about compressed air is definitely something to look at when it comes to improving your operational efficiency.
Yeah, and I think that's another great question. I think for us it was an eye-opener. So again, looking at the data and the amount of energy that we could actually save with new compressors was very influential, I'll put it that way, of really moving towards a new compressor. So I think information is powerful in research and development, but also for business owners.
Robert, just as we conclude here, I mean, coming to you, I mean, this is the exciting part of our job, right? This is a fun day today. I mean, we look forward to the partnership over the next year, the next hopefully many years. But this is fun, right? This is what we like to do.
It's a very rewarding part of our job because compressed air goes into so many different industries. So it's great for us. It's one of the best parts for sure of our job is to visit with customers and see how they're using compressed air, and we end up understanding more about their business, which brings us closer to the customer and you know, helps us to do better at what we do, which is compressed air.
I like that. It's a good saying. So coming to the close of our small press conference today, thank you very much for joining. This was just the announcement. There's so much more to come over the next weeks and months. Lots of exciting stuff for customers, lots of exciting stuff for our employees. Going to do a great show at SEMA next week that we're really looking forward to. Again, more to come, but for now, Todd, thank you very much. Robert, thank you very much. Gentlemen, should we seal it with our handshake?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Robert, thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, sir.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.